In the next 2 to 3 minutes, you will see a snapshot of the 500 plus man hours starting in mid-September that it takes to prepare the Portage Curling Club for another season of curling. The workers are all volunteers, but a half-barrel beer is always on tap for the ice crew. The Portage Club has an aggregate versus a concrete ice field. Approximately 1,000 gallons of coolant circulates through close to 5 miles of tubing embedded in it. It is more energy efficient than concrete, but requires much more work at the start of the season. During the prior year's spring thaw, some of the aggregate tends to work under the tubing. To save energy, we want the ice to be as thin as possible. So work is done to make the surface as flat as can be before the floor is ready for water. Unlike the water in your home, where minerals are added to make it soft, we use a process to remove the minerals to make it pure and hard. Around 6,000 gallons of this water will be used in the complete process. Initially, 2,000 gallons of water are used to soak the ice field before the cooling equipment is started. Once frozen, this provides a solid base to start with. Then a spray bar, built by members of the club, is used to apply fine sprays to the ice. This is done to seal down any additional minerals that may have floated up from last season. Additional floods of 300 to 500 gallons each are then done to start leveling the ice. Black circles are painted in the ice that will eventually outline the houses, and then additional floods of approximately 600 gallons of water each are done to produce a level surface to paint. The paint we use was developed for hockey rinks, and using the spray bar, the complete surface is covered with 250 gallons of white paint that freezes on contact. A router on a jig that was designed and built by a club member is used to expose the black paint previously put down to outline the houses. Work then begins to lay down the paint for the houses, rock boxes, and hack areas. This is done with old-fashioned technology, brush and roller. Half-inch mattress tape is then stretched across the ice and frozen in for all the lines. It is also used to outline the rock boxes and hack areas. The hacks are also installed at this time. When this process is completed, multiple floods of 400 to 500 gallons of water are done to produce a level playing surface. A pebble, which starts out as 165-degree water, is then applied to the surface. This produces frozen droplets that the stone rides on. If the ice was perfectly flat, there would be no control over the direction of the stone. The stones are then removed from the storage and placed in styrofoam strips just above the ice in order to cool. After about 24 hours, the stones are then placed on the ice to finish cooling for another 12 hours. It is now November 1st, and we are ready to curl. From the ice crew at the Portage Curling Club, good curling.